100% Joakim Noah will be traded by the NBA trade deadline. You might be thinking that I'm crazy and no one's going to want this guy, but trust me, just listen to the video and I have honestly the best answer, and I will explain why Joakim Noah will in fact be traded by the NBA trade deadline. He's not going to be staying on the Knicks for long. He's going to absolutely be traded before the NBA trade deadline, so please listen to the video. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video, and welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be talking about 5 players who will 100% be traded by the NBA trade deadline. There's no doubt in my mind these guys will be traded. Rocking MVP Westbrook today. Any more updates, just hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Please do so. I would really appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. Trying to get 2K by the end of February. Hashtag 10K by 2019. Let's jump into this one. Alright, some of you guys may have been listening to the video and thinking I was absolutely crazy because I think that Joakim Noah will be traded. And here's the reason why he will be traded. Guys, I can't do this with a straight face anymore. This is absolutely a joke. Joakim Noah is not going to be traded. No team in the entire NBA is going to be interested in Joakim Noah's services, man. This dude is on a too large of a contract, and the Knicks actually think they can move this guy. I will literally be shocked if they can move Joakim Noah at the NBA trade deadline. I will literally write it down in the comment section below. I will crack an egg over my head. Crack 10 eggs, 12 eggs, whatever it needs to be if Joakim Noah is moved by the trade deadline. The only way I see this happening is if the Knicks offer Frank Ntilikina and attach Joakim Noah with it or something like that, because this is absolutely a joke, guys. I just did that at the beginning of the video to try to get you guys' attention to think I was like absolutely stupid, because that was totally a joke, guys. But let's go ahead and jump right into the actual list. Today, 5 players who will 100% be traded by the NBA trade deadline. DeAndre Jordan. Honestly, DeAndre Jordan, of course, is probably on the way out after Blake Griffin was just traded to the Detroit Pistons. If you did not know that by now, you probably live under a rock. But trust me, DeAndre Jordan will most likely be traded by the NBA trade deadline. To who, I have no idea. DeAndre Jordan is honestly probably a 1-year rental, unless if any team convince him to take that player option, which I'm sure they could. He might take his player option after this season, but he could also opt out and get probably more money, maybe, if teams are interested in signing him for more. Who gets him? I have no idea. There's a ton of teams that could use his services. The Bucks, at the top of my head, the Blazers were interested at one point. The Cavs, of course, are interested. The Cavs seem attached to everybody, though, so DeAndre Jordan will 100% be moved by the trade deadline. What they get in return, I don't know. Maybe a first rounder or something like that. But I don't see DeAndre Jordan staying on this team for very much longer. Next, we got Tyreke Evans. So there was just a report. Adrian Wojnarowski, if that's how you say his name correctly. Tyreke Evans is going to be sat out for the rest of the season. Or not for the rest of the season. I mean, till the NBA trade deadline, because the Grizzlies are trying to work on a deal to move him. And there are reports that half the teams in the NBA are interested in trading for Tyreke Evans right now. So literally half the teams in the NBA want Tyreke Evans. So the Grizzlies have a lot of options to. They probably have like 15 trades lined up. And the reason why Tyreke Evans is highly requested, he's on a $3 to $4 million contract, and he's playing with 20 points per game this season. So everybody wants Tyreke Evans. Of course, he's on a rebuilding team right now. The Grizzlies are not going to be able to contend this year, so everybody wants Tyreke Evans, and I do not blame them at all. He'll most likely be a 1-year rental. If they can get him to re-sign next season, that'd be great. But yeah, of course, Tyreke Evans will probably be traded. Same deal goes with Nikola Mirotic. Adrian Wojnarowski reported that Nikola Mirotic will be sat out for the rest until the NBA trade deadline. I almost said the rest of the season again, honestly, but Mirotic, of course, was supposed to be traded to the Pelicans the other day, but the trade fell out or something. I don't know, something weird happened. I'm not sure what happened. There was reports that Mirotic wasn't sure that the Pelicans would pick up his player option. I don't know, something weird like that. So Mirotic has not been traded to the Pelicans yet. He was highly let me turn my sound off. Stupid sound. Okay, there we go. My phone sound is always on. But Nikola Mirotic was supposed to be traded to the New Orleans Pelicans, but he just didn't. So he could be traded anywhere else now. The Jazz were front runners. The Blazers were interested at one point. The Pistons were interested at one point. Probably not anymore after they got Blake Griffin. So Mirotic will 100% be traded. The Bulls and Mirotic just do not want to be in contact anymore, pretty much. So next we got Lou Williams. Reason being, Lou Williams is an absolute beast, and the Clippers just do not need his services this year. The Clippers are just not a contending team, and Lou Williams needs to be on a contending team. A contending team needs his services off the bench. 100%, no doubt, the Cavs do not need Lou Williams, and I think it's ridiculous that the Cavs are even interested in trying to get Lou Williams. That is the most dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm sorry, but the Cavs are already stacked top to bottom with offensive weapons. The defense is what the problem is. Lou Williams is not going to come over there and make your defense better. All he does is score. Why do the Cavs need Lou Williams? I mean, yeah, they could use him, I guess, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why the Cavs are even interested in Lou Williams. It's the last thing they need is more scoring. They already have plenty of firepower off the bench. Like I said in the 2 previous videos, the Thunder and the Washington Wizards need Lou Williams the most. Their benches are atrocious, and they have good starting fives. They just need a bench, and Lou Williams could come over there and help out their benches right away. So, next, but finally, but certainly not least, Stanley Johnson. So, of course, I thought Stanley Johnson was going to stay on the Detroit Pistons after Blake Griffin was just traded. But there's reports now that the Pistons are looking to trade Stanley Johnson at the NBA trade deadline. And I don't see why it doesn't get done unless the Pistons are just like requesting like so much for Stanley Johnson, because Stanley Johnson is a young player, still on his rookie contract. I'm not sure how many years he has left. He probably has 1 to 2 years left. But I do not see why Stanley Johnson won't get moved. Kind of surprised. I thought the Pistons were going to keep him and have Luke Kennard, Stanley Johnson start with Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin, and then when Reggie Jackson comes back, that would be a pretty solid starting 5. But it looks like the Pistons are not interested in keeping Stanley Johnson, so I think Stanley Johnson will also be moved at the trade deadline, along with these 4 other players. Oh yeah, and Joakim Noah. Just kidding. Alright guys, that's it for me. At the time of this recording, none of these players have been traded yet. It would not surprise me if any of these players are traded by tonight, and before the time this video is uploaded, it'll probably be uploaded tomorrow. So at the time of this recording, none of these players have been traded. So yeah, just wanted to get that out there. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Of course, hit that subscribe button already. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to blossom into the YouTube world with this Crushables.